AITA for calling my husband a disgusting human, fight over food. My nephew spent the majority of the day with my husband, toddler, and I. My daughter loves being around him and honestly, he can be a big help sometimes in keeping her occupied and entertained. Other times his presence combined with the demands of a toddler can be overstimulating. For context, he is on prescribed ADHD medication and has other layered issues that are trauma-informed/related. When we come back from Costco, everything is fine for about an hour and the kids are playing while my husband washes dishes. Granted, my nephew is getting close to his medication time, so he's becoming a lot and I'm having to speak to him more than once. When my husband is done, he tells him he has to go home. My nephew says he didn't get to eat the dinner I was going to make. Then I say my brother isn't even home. He says, well, did he say anything about getting him food? I said no. Unrelated to my no, I said there isn't much chicken anyways. He goes, yeah, I know, I need my lunch for tomorrow. He's not our responsibility. At this moment, I'm enraged. Not only is he my nephew, he is both of our godson. How dare he comment on a child eating because he feels entitled to food that I planned, I paid for and I cooked. I called him a disgusting human. Time goes on and I serve everyone their food. I know that it isn't going to be enough, so I prepare him a separate lunch for him to take to work. While I'm taking the sweet potato out of the oven, I tell him I would put half of it in his lunch. Before taking it out of the oven, he went over and thought that it was burning. So I went and checked it and I said no, it's fine, and then took it out. When I made a comment about putting in half for his lunch, he said I thought that was for me. I said you don't need the whole thing. He says, well, do you want some? I said forget it, you can have both. He goes, that was supposed to be for me anyway, you weren't even paying attention to it. Again, I'm enraged. I prepared not only dinner for all of us and a separate lunch, and you have the audacity to be an entitled asshole about food again. At this point we're both pissed off and I really don't care what comments I made while I was mad because it's a repeated behavior that is so gluttonous and selfish. I actually can't believe it.